All right.
Quit cussing, bro.
Welcome back. Choose Happy. This is, I don't know what episode this is, honestly. 9 or 10 or something. I don't think it's 10, dude.
Because
The
your
NBA
basketball
video
one
was
was 9. Yeah, because I watched it when I was at work Friday.
Okay.
The NBA video was 9.
Okay, so welcome to episode, what?
Fact check.
It's episode 9 now. That was episode 8.
Oh, okay.
It's episode 8.
Welcome to episode 9
I'm
of
dyslexic.
Choose Happy.
How was that? Okay.
Today, I have two special guests. You guys can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Go.
Sorry, Dylan. I'm Case. Tad's childhood friend.
Child.
Sadly.
You've been
For-
for like 4 years.
5
dude.
years now. No, it's not 4
It's just Stud Gaming.
Yeah,
now.
I know.
Yeah.
Tad,
It
but,
was-
but it's not just me, it's everyone.
All right, let's introduce.
Trevor.
Dylan's over here being director. Can
Yeah.
you hear yourself, Dylan?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Well, I'm Trevor, and I've only been friends with Tad for like 4 years.
but
Childhood friends.
these two, okay,
This counts as a
first story
childhood
right off the bat, you guys got to tell you guys
Oh.
met.
Okay, the reason I started off not liking Tad.
Are you talking about how we met you?
Yeah, okay, you can talk about how you met me, and then your guys'
Okay,
story is
oh,
awesome.
yeah, you go
Because
first.
your guys' is hilarious.
I met Tad through football, and then, but the first thing Tad said to me,
Oh, God.
sorry, I gotta bring it up. So we were sitting there in practice, right? Everyone's minding their own business. I'm sitting alone, I'm tired.
It was
And then-
just me and Casey.
No.
was out.
It was just, it was just me and Tad sitting in our lockers together. And I was like, all right, he's a quiet guy. And then I was like, I'm not gonna think much of it. Well, he scoots closer to me, and he leans over. He goes, hey, want to hear something funny? And I was like, yeah, sure. He goes, all right, man. This one time in middle school, I sucked on my friend's toe, and we were all just like, whoa.
Okay,
Whoa.
so let me tell you right now, this story isn't true.
You said it
You
to
can't
me.
just say a story.
It's
like
not
when
true,
you,
though.
when you meet someone. And,
Okay, so here's the deal.
So you made up a story.
Yeah, I made up a story.
You're a
Freshman
liar.
year, I moved to a new high school, all right? I don't have any friends. So,
that's how you make a friend.
Yeah.
Just tell them you suck.
okay, look. Awkward.
I wasn't.
I don't know if you gotta know this, but I'm something. I'm legit.
Okay.
Instant best friends.
Look.
Right in there.
I
It
wasn't.
worked.
No, it didn't. You
Well,
made me.
you're my friend.
Listen. It set back our friendship probably like 2-3 months.
Yeah, it was awkward, dude.
Something else.
But I was like, oh, dude, I was just sitting there and like I had somebody one-on-one finally. I had a chance to like talk to somebody
And
one-on-one.
you choked.
So I saw Case and I was like, oh, dude, what can I say? I want to make my first impression as funny. I want to, and I was like, it's like, I sucked a toe.
Yeah, it is just.
Like, I don't know what.
I didn't like it. It was uncomfortable.
I feel like when you know those times when you meet like a really pretty girl and you don't want to mess up your
Yeah.
first words.
I,
I took the toe.
So,
you panicked.
Yeah. Oh, I did panic. It
No,
was.
you panicked hard, and it really like I didn't know how to react. I remember just kind of like laughing, like what? And you're like that wasn't true, and like
Yeah.
you instantly said that, and
Yeah,
I
and then
kind of just went about my
I
day.
probably didn't say another word to Case for a while.
It was. Like I said, it was
walked out there stupid.
I'm telling you, dude. I imagine whenever my mom picked me up, I was just like,
I want to go back home.
I
I
wanna-
don't want to go to
Oh,
Pony
you
no
don't want to
more.
go to Morrison.
I remember you almost went homeschooled freshman year because we bullied you.
No, this isn't true.
Yes, it is.
They gave so one day we're walking downtown.
Because of the toe story.
Yeah, and like this is after football season. This is a ways into the year. And Case was like, yo, Ted. And like all of us are together now. And he was like, yo, dude, you remember when you told me you sucked a toe? And dude, I'm telling you, for probably 2 to 3 weeks straight, every time I saw someone, anybody, they were on the toe story, man. And let me tell you right now, toes are disgusting.
You want to suck on one?
I didn't suck on a toe.
Allegedly.
I'm calling you Big T from now on, bro. Just big toe.
No, okay, look, I'm kind of a germaphobe, man, and
It needs that.
You weren't a
Toes,
germaphobe
feet.
in middle school, I guess.
toes and feet gross me out,
You
bro.
should give me.
All right. How did you meet Ted?
Again, freshman year, I didn't know anybody, and we're sitting in English class, and like I said, I didn't know anybody except for Case, but Case was probably about to put a restraining order on me.
Uncomfortable.
So like, okay, Court's sitting. You can't see Court. If you were in the frame, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I knew Court. But anyway, so Trevor's like walking into class, and I guess I was sitting at Trevor's seat.
This is like 3 weeks into it, and we all have our own seats. I'm okay, Tad, new guy. Okay, cool. I'm gonna be friends with him eventually. And then I walk in, and he's in my freaking seat. And it's like 8 in the morning.
Yeah,
so I
it's like
walk in, I'm
first hour.
I look at him, and he just like looks at me like, I'm like, no, this isn't gonna work. And Case was like, just go to the.
Yeah, no, because I remember the only
That's
other
my
seat that was
seat.
open was
In
by
the-
your ex.
Yeah, in the very back.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You guys had X's in freshman year.
He did.
no, I didn't.
Did you? Yes, you did.
Like,
Trevor
freshman
pulled
year?
girls.
Or who was it?
Middle
You had to
school
sit by some
relationships.
girl that you did not like.
Middle school
Well,
relationships.
yeah, I didn't
don't.
like anyone. I was 14 years old. I didn't like anyone.
That's a fair enough point.
When you're 14, you just hate the world.
That's
And at
true.
that
Hey,
moment, I
girls, yeah.
was at the top of Trevor's list of people he didn't. Like.
Oh, yeah,
I thought you were going to
rose
get
very
homeschooled,
quickly.
Tad. I thought you were going to quit.
No, I mean, dude, I can take it, man. Whatever. Look where we are
you
now.
almost couldn't.
Look where we are
I
now.
thought you were gonna quit football. The first lifts that we had, bro, you were sweating more than the stuff.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I played football my 5th grade year at Morrison.
Well,
And
yeah.
after I played 5th grade year, I was like, I hate football. I'm never playing again. Then I leave Morrison in the 7th grade. 8th grade year, I was homeschooled, moved to Pawnee. And then I was like, yeah, I'll play football. And like that first lift, dude, I mean, I'm like out of shape kid. Now, like, I almost died, dude. Like, so yeah, I
I
did
remember
almost.
getting home not being able to.
And I was his partner too, bro.
Yeah, Court was my partner. And like, whenever I first started lifting, I couldn't bench like at 25.
I was
on those
lifting
sides.
your stuff, bro. Dude, come on.
But dude, we made it this far.
It was bad.
So now, okay, this story is actually funny. My stories with meeting these two are kind of just weird.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
the way you two met is like a legit funny story.
What?
Oh, how? Oh,
Fourth-
Case's birthday
Yeah.
party?
Fourth grade?
This is like a
Was it
funny
third or
story.
fourth?
It was,
grade.
I think it was 3rd grade.
It was third grade.
All I knew was your name at this
Yeah,
point.
so I didn't.
It's an easy name to remember.
Yeah.
Dang it, dude. What's
I wanted to spice up things for my birthday, right? And stop inviting just Camden. Like, that's it. Stop inviting the same person over and over again. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to open up the yearbook and pick on the very first name I see in my class. I opened it up, and it's just Trevor Alley, and I pointed out. I was like, hey, Mom, I want to invite him. Turns out our parents have been friends for a while.
Yeah.
And then it was just really, really awkward birthday party.
Yeah, because
Like, we didn't
I
know
walked
anything
in and,
about
like,
each other.
Camden and Case were like playing World at War,
I remember.
and I didn't know these guys, and they're like, oh, having a good time, and I was just like sitting on the other couch, like,
He sat in the back with, like, his hands in his pockets the whole
yeah.
day.
'Cause I was like, I've never played a mature game like this.
Oh yeah, he was like, I don't think my mom will like this or something like that. It was
And then like
funny.
an hour,
Actually killing each other.
and then an hour in, I was like knifing them. I was,
Yeah.
And then the storm hit. A couple years later, we were at Court and Liberty's birthday party, right?
Are you going to tell
And
about Camden a little bit?
I'm gonna tell you about
this is
Camden.
gonna ruin Camden.
Dude, I've already been ruined like 10 seconds into this podcast.
I love Camden to death.
Tell him
He's
how
awesome.
big-
He's
tell him how
awesome.
big he was.
Oh,
Camden
Camden-
is a solid.
Hey, he's probably 6'4".
He's a 6'4", and he's always been 6'4". I
Probably
swear.
250.
Like he's always been.
Came
And
out
we
of the
were.
womb,
What were we?
6 foot.
Were we like what?
I mean,
11, 10?
no, we
were younger.
It was like 4th grade.
So how old are you in 4th grade?
I don't know.
Nine?
You're probably
no,
like,
you're.
what?
You don't need to put much thought
9 or
into it,
10.
dude.
But anyways, we're young. We're in the 9 or 10 range, and Camden, he's like 6 foot even, 10-year-old, like right now.
Yeah,
It's-
he's huge, dude.
He's massive. And we're sitting there, and we're at my brother and sister's birthday party. And a storm hits, and I invited Trevor and Camden to stay over. And like I said, Camden's a big dude. Like he's bigger than he's a giant. And we're sitting there, and Camden, the storm hits, and we're all laying down, and all you hear in the back is like this like crying noise. And it's sleeping time. And it's this big dude. And he's crying. He's crying. And me and Trevor, we turned around. And Camden's crying because of lightning and thunder. But listen, it gets better. But so he starts crying. And he's like I said, he's bigger than my parents. So bawling his eyes out, like in fetus positions.
We're all
And
trying
then-
to watch
and
a
then
movie.
We're all trying to watch a scary movie. He stands up. Lightning strikes behind him. I swear it was like a movie. He yelled, "Rainbow Bear!" Like out of nowhere, bro. And Rainbow Bear was about a 5'5" hand knitted rainbow. Like it was a bear, a stuffed bear, but it was like a human sized 5'5", and his grandma had to drive. It's like 2 a.m. His grandma had to drive all the way to our house
Hell
to drop
yeah.
off Rainbow Bear, and he snuggled it the rest of the night. And it was so funny, just because how like he's a grown man size.
He was bigger than my dad. My dad was talking to him, and he was just like overlapping him, bawling his eyes out. Just my dad turned around and he's like, "What the heck is this guy's problem?" Like, dude,
Just trying to talk you through
snuggle
it.
the dog.
It was a 5'5" Rainbow Bear.
was
Like it was
huge.
massive.
Dude, she came in. I couldn't see his grandma for a
It
second.
was bigger than
We
us.
couldn't even hear the movie because we just heard him bawling the whole time.
Like we put him in cases. He was crying so loud. Like closed the door.
You guys put him in a room by himself?
Yes.
We were trying to finish a movie.
I was just trying to watch a movie, and he's like in the background, bro. And he wasn't scared of the movie. He said because he had his eyes closed the whole time. He
Yeah.
was scared. He was scared because he didn't have Rainbow Bear. It was like one of his first nights in fourth and fifth grade. No, it was fifth grade, right?
Yeah.
It was
Dude, if this
fourth
is
and
fifth
fifth grade.
grade-
It was fourth and fifth grade, and it was like
fourth for his.
yeah, it was probably fourth, and it was. Yeah, and it was just one of his first times not sleeping with Rainbow Bear, I guess. And it was just really funny. But I mean, Camden,
Yeah,
big dude, but he
I'm
was scared
so
of a lot
sorry,
of things when we were
Camden.
younger.
I'm so sorry, dude. That story could have gone without being told, but
ruined.
Dude, but it's too funny.
that is a hilarious story.
Camden's a big dude now. He's grown up a little. Although he gets
Always
us
been
lost.
big, dude. Oh my god. Okay,
dude.
I got this story, bro.
No, hey, tell about the time. Tell him when you hopped the curb before that story.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. You tell Mama Hughes.
Okay, fine. All right. So,
Don't forget the speed you were going at too.
it's Trevor. I was going like
I've, like,
40. I was going speed
How
limit.
do you forget to turn left? Like,
So here's the deal. All right, it's Trevor's birthday, and there's a big group of us. We're going to Topgolf, right? And I'm driving. We have this minivan. So I was like, yeah, I'll drive. We've done this before, by the way. That's why, like, the minivan, you know, we had a plan. So
minivan in a plan.
if you've ever gone to Topgolf, you have to, like, you either call and make an appointment, which we never do,
No.
or you can just drive up there, go inside, make an appointment, then go do whatever for like an hour or 2 hours, and then come back and golf, right? So we're coming back to golf, and I'm driving, like I said, and there's this like kind of windy road, not windy enough to do what I did.
No.
And it's like 45 through there. I'm going speed limit, but I mean, we're like, you know, I was paying attention just enough. So we're driving, we're all kind of talking and stuff, and dude, I swear, as I was driving, they constructed this curb right in front of me, and I hit this curb with like only like my back tire.
Because the fact that we just like drove on the sidewalk.
Well, dude, it was like
like,
boom,
it won't-
I thought we bumped. Everybody was like,
oh,
"Oh, yeah, I
dude,
can hear
like
it. I can hear it." It's
like
fine."
boom, like we flew up on this curb, and I was like, oh crap, and like I like got back on the road, and I was like, I'm so sorry,
And
guys,
there was
and like
a person right here.
Oh, yeah.
We're in the seat.
and I was like, oh, and I was like,
And
literally
it was
turned down the
flaming.
radio, and I was like, oh, that's for sure a pop tire.
I was like, I can hear the bumper.
And I was like,
I
I
swear
was
it's
so
the
appalled. I was like, I'm so
It's because,
sorry.
like, I don't. How do you do that? Like, how at one point,
It
how
was
is
straight
the
road,
back
and only your back
passenger
tire.
tire on the sidewalk, and we're basically
telling
like,
you, dude.
just driving around this curb?
I'm
like that?
telling you, I swear somebody ran up and dropped a center block on that back tire when I was driving by, because I did not see it at all. And
You didn't
like
see the curb?
we, boom, hit it, flew up on here, go back. I turned off the music. I was like, I'm so sorry, and I was like, we definitely have a flat tire. We pull into Topgolf, not a scratch, bro.
Corey just threw up.
No, you didn't, dude. Oh, ugh. Bro, take care of that.
I'm chewing my Slim Jim.
Oh.
Nasty.
Why are you throwing up when we telling stories?
I swallowed my breath around.
So you regurgitated the Slim Jim from 45 minutes ago?
You were silently dying.
That's
Thank
a
you for
that's-
trying at least. You said.
Guys, I tried not to make it do it.
You can have a drink of Tad's apple juice.
No.
I'm joking.
No, he said no.
This is apple juice that
2 years.
yeah, so Court and Lib moved into this house like 2 years ago. Almost 3 years now. And this apple juice was bought when they moved in, and like I was like, dude, we need to drink this apple juice.
June 1st we moved in. It's
Yep.
3 years.
So like we look at the date, and what is today? Today is June 6th, 2021, and it goes bad June 15th, 2021. So pretty clutch on the apple juice.
Yeah.
What else were we kind of? Oh,
Oh, the
Camden
curb.
Camden
Yeah.
getting the slot. Okay, so
Yeah.
whenever we're leaving Topgolf, everybody lost trust in my driving ability, so we let
Jokingly.
well,
We weren't joking about Camden.
Camden was like he really wanted to drive,
And we warned you.
and I mean it's
Dumbest thing I've
it
ever
was
heard.
pretty late because our tea time, if you want to call it that at Topgolf was like pretty late, and we golfed for like an hour and a half. So like it's pretty late. I'm kind of tired. We had to wake up pretty
was it
early the next
midnight?
morning.
Midnight?
Yeah, probably midnight.
Yeah, because we got there right when it closed.
Yeah,
Like, we
so-
got out of there right when it closed.
So I was like, okay, Camden's driving on the way home. So me and Camden are in the front seat, and I'm telling you, full van, bro. And we're driving out of Oklahoma City, and I'm telling you guys, especially late at night where there's nobody on this road, I mean, the easiest drive.
Oh,
It's straight. It's a straight shot.
Literally,
so
if
easy.
you follow the Wichita exit or
Yeah,
the
It-
Wichita
it's-
sign,
you don't have to exit until you're home.
and ironically enough, Camden's going to Wichita State.
Exactly, but it's,
So, like-
it's just the fact that it's a straight shot.
So
home.
we're like driving and stuff, and we're kind of talking and everything. And I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my phone. And dude, I look up, and there is a street sign or a highway sign, and we are 20 miles from Tulsa. And I'll tell you right now, from Oklahoma City to Tulsa, that's
what was the exit sign? Tulsa and Johnson or something like that.
something like that.
Yeah.
what
And like
the
I look
heck?
up, and we're
Like,
20 miles
and we
from
weren't
exiting
really
to go
paying
to Tulsa.
Every once in a while, we'd be like, man, this is kind of taking a while.
Yeah, we were like-
oh, Jonesy, you're just going really slow. Because we'd look at him, he's going 45.
Yeah,
on the interstate.
we're on the interstate 75 miles an hour, and this dude's going like 50 miles. But like
He was
I
a
just
cop.
I just
I
happen
saw a
to
cop. It's like just like a minivan.
yeah, and we're
pass.
like, bro, whatever. If you see a cop, they're gonna pull you over for going too slow.
That's
But like,
suspicious.
I like just happen to look up from my phone. We're like 20 miles from Tulsa. And what would you say how far it is from Tulsa to Oklahoma City? I mean, it's
It's
hour and a half to
yeah.
almost. I mean, it's
we took about a
No,
45-minute
It's an
detour.
hour and a
Yeah.
half to get to Pawnee,
yeah,
so
Yeah.
it's like a good 2.5
yeah.
hours.
And we almost drove
It's-
all the way to Tulsa.
Yeah. it
So
is
then we
one
had
way.
to, and we were gonna plan on like eating somewhere because
IHOP.
yeah, we're gonna eat at IHOP because IHOP stays open late, and like that's the only place that was still open. Because
Hey.
everybody's hungry. I mean, it's late. Like we need to eat
What
something.
about Waffle House?
There was no
Well, dude,
Waffle
if you
House.
want to.
Like, how do you get so lost to the point where you can't even find an IHOP?
Well,
But like not
Like,
even.
it was
But
just-
he didn't even say anything. He was
he
just
knew he
going.
was in the
He
wrong.
said this one. We were all like getting off from Top Golf, and he was like, "Do I exit right here?" And we all looked, and it was a thing of restaurants. We're oh no, we don't want to eat right now.
Yeah, like, we're
And
only
so
here
he
now.
turns all the way on the like there was 2 exits. And
Well, like he asked, "Should I exit right here?" As he's doing it.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
so
And
it's
we're
not
like-
we had a choice.
yeah.
And we're like, oh, whatever, bro. Like,
And then he got
And-
mad. He had the audacity to tell us to shut up and quit
Yeah.
complaining.
Look, I'll
when
tell you
he
right
got
now.
us lost.
look, I'm telling you right now, I'm on Camden's side. Front row piece.
There's no such thing as front
Middle
row.
row
There's
piece.
no such thing as peace.
Okay,
No.
one else gets this is a,
There's no such thing
No
as middle
peace.
row piece.
Yes,
There's
there
no
is.
such thing as front row
And
piece.
there is
It's-
no such thing as back row piece.
Whoa,
No, it was
because
back
you
row
idiots
chaos.
got us lost.
No, dude. No.
Yes.
Okay, the back row piece is not a thing.
There's never been
and
so
middle
much-
row piece, that was the most tense row there was.
No.
Middle
on the-
row was the most tense row.
Yes, it was.
And then the
Okay,
front
but-
row was just full of idiots.
But we didn't say that.
Yes.
The reason it was middle row piece because we didn't say anything. We were all
Uh-uh.
really mad.
Haley was saying a lot.
I said
and
one
you
thing. I
said
said one
something
thing. I
that
said-
Dude,
could
I
have
gotta give it
destroyed
to
his career.
Jonesy. He took that loss like a man, though. He wasn't gonna tell y'all that he messed
No,
up.
he was just committed to going to
Yeah,
Tulsa.
he was-
We were gonna go to
Dude,
Tulsa.
he
He's gonna
took
turn
it like
around
a
with us
man.
See,
snowing.
I have a feeling that he would have came up with something stupid, like he would have went to like a 24-hour store or something. just get a bottle
Imagine,
of water and say,
imagine
yeah, this
if
is
we
my
look up and we're pulling into Tulsa.
I would.
Dude, I would have been like,
We pretty much.
I don't-
I could see it over the horizon.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm
you,
telling
you
you,
can see the lights.
we're
of Tulsa
20
coming
miles
off
from
this
Tulsa.
highway.
Then we had to go through Stillwater, and whenever we're going through Stillwater, like it's late now, and we're like pretty steaming in this van. Like if you spend enough time with your best friend on earth, bro, you're gonna get tired of him.
we were close
So, like,
to losing it.
Yeah, and like everybody's mad, like everybody's like, and everybody's giving a good attempt to at least act mad, and like. Our good friend Cade is in the back, and did Cade say the alien thing?
No, it was Gunner.
Gunner.
Said it. So.
Oh, Gunner's like, yo, y'all want to talk about aliens? And,
No, Cade said, "Do you want to talk about aliens?" And Gunner said, "What, you?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
And like,
was-
honestly, I don't even know what that means.
But it was,
we all know
just
what
because it was
means, but
2
we
o'clock
can't.
in the morning.
We
Yeah.
all know what it means.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then like he
Yeah.
says like, what you? And then Cade just wheezes, and I'm telling you, dude, everybody in this van just loses it,
And
bro.
then like everyone was done laughing, and Haley was like, like
Yeah.
really
Popped
loud.
almost
or
passed out.
something.
And then we walk in this gas station, bro, and like
What did
we're all
you
using
say?
the bat. And
Fossil.
there was this it was like a missing animal poster, and like everybody's like standing around this bulletin board, and I walk up and I was like, bro, is that a freaking ocelot?
It was just a waste
and like
of a day.
everybody, like, dude, I almost lost it, bro, in that gas station.
And then we're getting home to drop Leah off,
Yeah.
and I was asleep. Brenda puts in the park, and I wake up to Haley, like standing over me, going, "I'm
She
the
said-
door."
She
I was
looked at me.
like-
She looked at me. She said, "I'm on top of the door." And we're like, "What?"
I woke up like
Had the
horrified.
audacity to get mad at me and Gunner for not understanding what she said either. She was like, "What do you mean you didn't get?" I said, "Open the door," because you didn't say open the
You
door.
said I'm in this door.
We said you woke up and chose nonsense.
We woke up and spoke cursive.
And then we went to my house at
Okay,
at
yeah,
This point, it was
so-
like 3 a.m.
It's late, dude. And I'm telling you, the next morning, a few of us were going on a fishing trip with Trevor. And when did we wake up? Like,
Oh, like 4:30.
yeah, like
5.
4:35 in the morning, because we're going like down to Corpus Christi, Texas area, which is like on the coast of Texas. We're like at the top of Oklahoma. It's like an 11-hour drive. So we had to wake up early to get down to Texas. And I'm telling you, it's probably 3, 4 in the morning, and we're laying in Trevor's yard, just looking at the stars, bro.
The most this is what you do in the middle of the night for some reason.
Yeah, and I'll
It's
tell you,
one of those moments that you're really like, man, God is real.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was one of those
There were
moments.
so many times we were like, bro, man, God is crazy. man."
God's
Like we
crazy.
kept saying that, and we are like, man, dude, look at these clouds,
What?
look at these stars, man.
Were you guys on a date or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
It
No.
was.
No.
It was just a squad,
It
bro.
was just like
Yeah.
And then
Okay, and then
yeah, go ahead.
okay, so what ends the night? First off, Case is like laying like all of our heads are like
All-
you know
all in,
like in this circle.
we have
we're
a
all, like,
circle.
laying in
We have a circle of
and
pillows,
everybody's
and
heads are
everyone's
like
around
in
it.
the middle, right? And Case is laying by me, and you can see he's got long hair. His hair is just blowing in my face.
Yeah, and it was.
So like I'm already kind of like I'm ready to go to bed, right? And like we're laying here, and Case like calmly was like, "Yo, dude, is that a centipede?"
No, because I felt little legs
Yeah.
on the back of my
Yeah,
head. I
Case was like,
"Whoa."
"Oh, dude, what the heck is that? A centipede?"
Joking
And I
around.
like kind of sit up and look at Case, and I said, "A centipede."
It was a
so
centipede.
loud.
and
it
like
was a centipede.
I pretty much go from laying flat on my back to just boom, like I was on my feet, and I just sprint to Trevor's house, dude.
Centipede.
Like, I'm
Well, 'cause
not-
remember we shined the light, we moved the pillow, and
Yeah,
it
and
was like a big old
it was a
centipede
big
running
centipede.
around.
A centipede.
Everyone said, "All right, we're going inside."
Yeah, then we went inside and
Just remember, we destroyed your mom's brownies.
brownies, and there's like some ground beef
We
on the
look over.
counter.
We look over. Everyone's eating brownies like with forks and stuff. We look over. Camden's like digging into it.
Well,
like he can't
Camden,
breathe.
that was like earlier in the day. Whenever they were like ready to go to Top Golf or whatever, they were waiting outside for us, and like we called them and they were like, "Hey, we're having dessert right now." And Camden was like, or we were like, "Hey, we're having brownies inside." And Camden was like, "Yeah, whatever."
Brownie-
Wait, did you say
brownies?
brownies?
And, like,
and
you
like
look over
hangs
and-
up, and you just see Camden running inside.
Oh, okay. Speaking of someone seeing someone running, remember Hayden?
What about
Why
Hayden?
you
dude?
get-
Christmas
say that.
Christmas Eve when we were all at Stillwater eating ice cream. Christmas Eve night.
Oh, at Chili's?
Oh, through the house.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
okay.
So we have a good
Okay,
friend,
okay.
Hayden Bell.
This
we
is a
decided
funny-
to be a
dude,
funny prank
this is
to
a
pull on
funny
us. Since
story.
he told us he wasn't home, so we couldn't hang out. It
Oh
was
my
Christmas
gosh,
Eve.
yeah, this
We
is-
went
It's
got
the
ice-
night before Christmas Eve.
Okay, the night before
It's the
Christmas Eve.
23rd.
It's Christmas Eve's Eve, whatever
Yeah.
you call it.
Christmas.
If you do it one more time.
Oh, wait. Anyway.
Anyways, we're sitting there. We just got done eating ice cream. We get it. It's like 20 degrees outside, but it's funny. And then we're like, hey, let's go to Five Below and buy Hayden like grown up. I mean, like
Well, yeah. First off,
Thanks for like.
Hayden said he was in Texas,
yeah. She told us
so
home,
he was like, "I can't hang out with you guys. I'm in Texas."
So we thought it'd be the good idea. We're like, hey, let's go to Five and Below and buy a whole bunch of toys
for like
and
baby
congratulation
girl. Yeah.
cards.
It'd
saying
be
that he has-
like,
is having a
"Congratulations, you're having a kid,"
kid. Yeah. So we went and bought all of it.
which is the like I
Yeah.
don't know why.
It was
Bought a
funny.
keychain that said #1 dad.
Yeah, and we bought a whole bunch of like cards and like toys. And I don't remember while we were in Five Below.
And fart spray.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
and
was-
fart spray. But we'll tell in a
That
second.
was the
Yeah.
worst.
But while we were in Five Below, it was Trevor with me, and we were in this aisle of toys, and there was just one toy with like a trigger on it. It was like a man on it, you know, a little pole with a man on it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but every time we would hit it, it wouldn't make a noise. And the second we put it down, what did it say?
Oh,
It
Garrett,
was so. It was.
like children were just like stopped what they were doing.
Yeah, because
They
like
just looked
we
at
were
us.
spamming the trigger for it to say something. It wouldn't say
Us
anything.
18-year-olds were just
Yeah,
like,
like there's only like dads and their like kids, and they're obviously like divorced parents.
Like
you
yeah,
know,
it's
taking their kids to
it's
shop at
Five
Five
Below on the night before Christmas Eve. This is a depressing sight.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
sad. It was sad. But we were playing with this toy, and then we put it down real quick, and like it wouldn't make a noise. And while we were walking away, just the loudest toy I've ever heard just yells across the aisle, bro. And everyone turned around, looked at it. Me and Trevor, 18 years old, were just like, "Yeah, that wasn't us. That wasn't." I can't remember
Alright.
what it yelled
I can't
though.
remember.
So on our way out of Five Below, we're walking to the counter, and Case sees some fart spray. and we're driving in my mom's car. I was driving that night, and like we're in my mom's car it's not a small vehicle, but you know, for the most part, kind of small.
I gassed the car with it.
Yeah, so Case buys this fart spray, which doesn't smell like a fart at all. It just smells disgusting. And, like,
a dead
worse.
skunk.
Like we get in there and Case kind of like gives it a puff, you know, and like it instantly just fills up the cabin. I'm like, oh, you know, it smells terrible. And Case just thinks he's funny, just keeps spraying it.
Oh, it was. Trevor also thought it was the funniest thing.
So actually-
I thought it was funny because you would tell me, you'd prepare me.
Yeah,
So-
I would look at Trevor and we'd cover our noses
Yeah.
and we'd spray it and it would hit. It would take a second. You guys were like, oh, and you start
So
freaking out.
we had Hayden's fake gift or whatever, so we were going out to Hayden. So I let Gunner drive because I didn't know how to get out there, and it's a good thing too. So I'm sitting. So Case is sitting behind me, and I'm like sitting in the passenger seat in the front. And Case reaches up with the fart spray, and just sprays it right in my face. And like I'm not ready, like mouth open, like eyes open, and everything. Sprays it right in my face, and like
you were talking.
Trevor just died.
yeah.
He's drowning on apple juice.
I can tell my apple juice went in my lungs.
I heard it.
That's you drank 2-year-old
It
apple.
sounded
juice.
like he took the biggest gulp of air, but it was apple juice.
It's like as thick as syrup, bro.
Dude, yeah. Anyway, so Case sprays this fart spray in my mouth and in my eyes, and I instantly, like I said, it's cold outside. Roll down window, and I'm just like spitting, like rubbing my eyes, like, oh my gosh, like so mad at Case for doing this. And I was like, dude, if you spray that fart spray one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. And then like Case douses Hayden's gift in this fart spray.
It was so bad.
So we pull up to Hayden's house, and like I think Gunner and I think you and Gunner ran up there to put it. So like you like hit his Ring doorbell and like waved at it.
Whose door handle did I spray with it? Hold on, you finish it.
Yeah. So because you did that whenever we were leaving, but like you guys like hit his Ring doorbell with the camera on it, and you like were waving at it, and you're like, hey, what's up, saying hi to his parents or whatever. And we get back into the car, and we look over, and in front of, in like Hayden's house, he has this huge
He's
window.
not supposed to be home, by the way.
Yeah, and and Hayden's like notorious for wearing blue. It's like 11 at night, and we just see this blue figure like Sasquatch walking across.
When I tell you it looked like the Grinch, bro.
Oh yeah, like you know when
because there's
Grinch is
Christmas lights lit up behind him.
in a huge Christmas tree they had.
20 foot.
And like you just see like Hayden like shuffling because it's nighttime. You don't want to wake up his parents or something. Like shuffling to the front door, and like we just like rips the like pulls
you could see it because he has a huge window, and like his room it has like its own little loft there.
Yeah,
What
it's pretty sick.
The
Dude.
heck is this?
Dude, get the heck. What the heck, dude?
Who is that?
Is that somebody you know?
Yes.
Who?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can edit.
No. I know. I don't want to.
Oh, is it a?
Yeah.
Oh, I know who that is. Okay, well we can.
Anyway.
Like, there's that huge window, and he has a little loft thing, and you could see it upstairs, and you could just see this little shuffle.
And he's like wearing jeans and like a shirt. It's like 11 at night.
Oh yeah.
Like the dude must have just been like resting in that or something.
Dude, he's always ready. Bro.
And I'll tell you what, this joke of ours worked out way too well.
because like his dad.
His parents got pissed.
His parents like actually thought that he was
Oh yeah.
having a kid.
And then
Like,
Hayden
interviewed.
called us. He's like, "Oh, guys, that was really funny. My parents are actually mad." And then he said, "Well, I have a question." He's like, "Why did it smell like a fart?" And he's like, "My parents about threw up." And he's sitting there.
Dude, I'm telling you,
was-
Case doused
It was
this bag.
like there had to be a
Like
puddle
half
of
the
fart
bottle.
spray, bro.
And then like whenever I dropped you guys off, here, yeah, show it to the camera.
Apple juice.
This is the apple juice here.
Is it good, Trevor?
I mean, it's alright. I'm just thirsty.
This is what I got.
Thirsty boy.
I got this
Pour me
big old.
It was a good.
Did that sound good?
There you go. We got y'all, bro. What is this?
Is that an empty cup? Like
Hold on, more. We gotta get it closer to the thing. Trevor!
Dude, if any of you are watching this at night and like you're in that point where you're like, and I have to pee, but I'm comfortable,
There
you
go.
guys are the flood just or the dam. Frick, I screwed that one.
Would
up.
you like more?
The dam just broke. No,
Wow, this
look,
apple juice kind of slaps.
That's a liter, bro.
I still have a like
it's so
half
sweet
gallon.
and syrupy.
It is kind of nice actually.
The soup is.
You know, hey, apple juice is better when it's aged.
That's where my cup goes.
It's like wine, bro.
It's like
Yeah.
wine.
It's better when it's aged.
It's like toddlers just hammered off of some apple juice.
So
Went to a daycare and just
I say we rip the lake house stories real quick.
Lake House. Oh, okay.
Okay,
There's
so
it was only like
there's-
what 2 nights.
yeah, we were.
and we never slept.
I mean,
I cannot think of a
So-
time we slept more than 3 hours.
Yeah,
straight
we
at
would
Lake
sleep.
House.
We would go sleep at like 5 in the morning or whatever.
yeah.
So this is a
And wake up at
story.
7.
All these
Here, I'll
stories
tell-
have had other people, but
I'll-
this is us three.
Yeah, I'll
Which
start
one y'all
it.
wanna tell?
I'll start it like where we first get there. You know.
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna
'cause
say,
your
we need to
mom
do it
took us get
chronologically.
groceries.
Yes.
Oh, the milk.
And we were getting all this stuff, and we were like, okay, we're gonna help Frank. He did all this stuff for us, and we were helping him inside. And Frank goes, okay, I'm gonna put it in my shed, and put the truck in the shed. I was like, okay, there's still some milk, and I started grabbing it, and I was trying to put the tailgate up with my back. I was like, and he started pulling away.
And you're
I
like,
was
"What,
I was
eh?"
like,
You're like, "I gotta get
Frank,
the milk."
Frank.
So Trevor's hands are full of groceries. He's trying to run
Oh,
back.
like me and Case.
Why
like,
didn't you just let him pull away with his tailgate open? Like, was
I
that just
don't-
not an option?
It was just like a moment of panic.
Yeah, I was just like trying to do it.
And like me and Case, we had groceries too, but we could have helped.
No, you just walked.
Yeah, like, and you were like, Ted, Case.
Because I remember when we turned around, all you heard was like a, and we look over at Trevor. It looks like a murder scene.
I mean,
like
the
me and
chocolate
Case,
went
me and Case
everywhere.
just like we're walking inside, we just shut the door.
I wasn't gonna be a part of it.
And Trevor was just out there with all these groceries and like chocolate milk
Because
everywhere.
I remember you thought my mom and Frank were gonna be pissed.
I was so scared. I was like, they let me come to this nice house.
Yeah, it
and
is
spend
nice,
the
dude.
weekend, and the first thing I do is just put chocolate
On the
milk on their
concrete.
driveway in the middle of July.
Dude, but I thought it was so funny because you were like, "Oh wait, I gotta get the milk." You're like, "Frank, well, wait."
Then after I was like, Frank, the milk bugs.
And you were like getting it with your pinky, like barely.
No, because he had it lifted up, but all he had to do was walk into the house. But I guess you wanted to be extra and be like, "Oh, I got your tailgate." And you were trying to shut the tailgate. I guess the milk just.
Yeah, he did. I mean,
It
thought
was so funny.
It was
So,
only like
and-
a foot off the ground too, and it didn't just drop. It
In
just-
other words, we didn't have any chocolate milk this
no,
weekend.
there was none.
So, and
what else happened? There's a lot that happened.
Okay. we did
so does that lead to the trick shots?
Oh, that because
That was the second night.
no,
The first.
No, the first night was trick shots. Then we woke up and went to the
With tube that
the
day.
tube. Yeah.
No,
No.
the tubing night was a trick shot. So that when you spit your tooth in my hand.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
You're right.
yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So what did we do that? What did we do that first night?
Oh,
The
we-
first
no.
night. The first night
Oh,
we
we went to go eat and we had.
Yeah, we ate the
Remember how good we got skipping around?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that memory was
Because
gone.
that's what I was saying. We went and bought the hats. We went to eat. We have these like really massive.
Oh,
massive
massive.
hats.
It's crazy.
And they're
We weren't.
well, that's gonna be cut out. Okay.
Okay. Back to it anyway.
Anyways, hold on.
So, yeah, you got the huge hats.
Yeah, the big hats and like we ate at this place and this place was like on a dock.
We got in trouble for feeding the fish.
Did we? I don't remember
Because
that.
we brought our food out.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Like,
'cause
oh, can
we
we
were
have to-go
going-
boxes?
But we were like throwing whole chicken strips.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
were throwing
did.
like there was
Like these catfish were gonna like
a whole
choke.
chicken fried steak, bro. We like.
No, the chicken fried steak was the second night.
No,
oh, yeah, that was-
But anyway, like any time that we got in trouble for something, it was for sure our fault.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
we
so
served it.
I just thought of another story that we got to tell.
Um,
But anyway,
so, yeah.
we were like outside, and your mom and Frank were doing something with the boat, I think, and we were like waiting, and we were just like skipping rocks, bro. And we got
This is
like,
the next day, right?
dude, no, this is the same night. And dude, I'm
Did
telling you, we were.
Yeah, we
we
were
got
on the boat.
good.
Oh, we
We
rode the
were-
boat to the restaurant, didn't we?
No,
What?
because it was right on the dock. They were like
Yeah.
messing with the motor or something.
Remember
I
because it took
gotcha.
so long to get that.
Yeah,
night,
because
the-
it was like
It
the
was
first
so
day of
steep,
summer.
yeah.
wasn't
Dude,
it?
and
It
I'm
was
telling you, bro,
crazy.
we were like, we were sport at skipping
Oh
rocks,
yeah,
dude.
Olympic.
Like we were so good at it.
So, and then we got home and we watched we watched Conjuring.
The Conjuring and
Oh,
the
no,
Conjuring
and
too.
Insidious.
And Insidious. We watched. We
And
stayed up
so,
till like 4.
Insidious
Oh, the
has
tiptoe?
that tiptoe by the window.
You know, the
so I'm already like
you have to tell them.
I like horror movies,
Yeah.
but
I
I also
don't
get
like horror
really
movies.
scared really easily.
I don't get scared.
And so
at all.
we,
so it's.
so me and Case in the bottom level of the lake house or whatever basement.
the
Would it be
it's the-
basement?
I guess it's the second floor technically. The first
No,
floor.
this would be the
It-
first floor. And
It'd be the
that-
first floor and then.
But it was the basement.
It's
We're
the
just going on
basement,
the
but
so
it's
the
like-
basement of the lake house is kind of like its own house.
Yeah.
It really is.
Like it has its kitchen, bathrooms,
Yeah, it can really
washing
be its own
machines.
house.
Like
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's
it's
like
its own
where you
house.
guys stay.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So we were down there, and on one end of the house, there's 2 rooms, and Case was in this one, and I was in this one. And these are like small, reasonable rooms.
Oh.
On the other end of the house is this huge room with like
I mean, it
2
could be
or-
a house of
like
its own.
2 beds in it and like some workout equipment and a huge window. and Trevor is in this huge room by himself after we watched this scary movie
3 scary
with the
movies.
tiptoe by the window song.
Okay, so this is what happened. I was already like ready to go to bed.
Because you
I
asked
was-
all of us to stay in the room.
Because you kept on like knocking on my door. I was like, yo,
This is
stop.
all case. I was asleep.
So
by then.
I was almost asleep, and then all I hear, you took off your case of your phone so you could
Yeah,
slide it
yeah.
underneath the door.
And I held the door closed.
And you put it screen down so I couldn't find it, and you put on the tiptoe by the window
Oh
song.
my
And
gosh.
I mean, it was pitch black in there, so I was like, Case, I'm gonna kill
I
you.
remember the first thing you did was you ran for the door, and I went because the lights are on the outside of the door. Yeah, the lights are on the outside door. You ran for the door, and you were really small back then.
Yeah,
So
I'm
well, you know
still-
what I mean.
yeah,
Like, you had no
yeah.
muscle mass. No offense. Well, you do now. So, but anyways,
Bandages.
yeah. So you couldn't overpower me for the doors. You were like, guys,
It's not funny, bro. It's not funny, bro.
And I'm telling you,
and
it's
then-
like 5 in the morning.
And then I started
bro.
doing this. I started going on the ground like army crawling, trying to find this phone. I was like, I'm gonna kill you when I find you.
The view I saw though when I opened up the door, and turned on the lights,
He's
was
just
like
like-
I was
Trevor's
like-
like a cat, like rolled out on the ground. It was funny.
So yeah, that's
So
what happened.
that leads us to day 2 where we're tubing.
Oh, this is a day.
This is a
Let's just
day.
start this out by saying always wear life jackets while tubing.
Always. Well, we were. Don't make it sound like we
Well,
weren't.
I'm saying you
But
have
dude,
to wear.
We were, because if we
It's-
weren't, we would. So
You
anyway,
would be fine, big man.
I would be fine.
I would be dead.
I
I
would-
would be gone.
I would
So-
be dead.
I'd
at
be
this
the bottom of
time-
that lake right now.
At this time when we went on this trip, I was about almost 30 pounds more than I am right now.
And
So-
I was about 30 pounds less
Yeah,
than I am
so
right now.
Well, I was
I'm-
like 20 pounds less than what
No,
I
I was
was
probably
because you had a
probably.
huge side difference.
I was-
I
size
was
difference.
I was so big compared to these two that I had to be in the middle.
Yeah,
This was
or else
two
we
su-
would tip.
This
Yeah.
was 2 summers ago, so I was probably like 40,
Yeah.
50 pounds less.
What
So-
would you weigh? 120?
I was like 110, 120.
110?
Yeah.
I think I
weighed-
weighed 155.
I weighed about
Yeah, I'm like 150.
I weighed about
Yeah.
250 at this time.
So I was about your weight. I weigh about 185 now.
So yeah, we're tubing, and I'm telling you, bro, nothing funny happened until we were tubing, right? I mean, I know some
No,
things.
no.
So we tubed.
Well, we stayed on the tube for about.
Yeah, remember
Okay,
like,
so we
there'd be
tubed
that time
for-
with that
yeah.
stick, bro.
So this was like right after a huge rain. So like
The lake was flooded,
it was
And
flooded.
It was cold.
And it was cold.
Freezing.
So we're flying around and stuff,
and we weren't gonna go in.
and we're like flying, and we see the top of a tree sticking out of the water, and we were like signaling to Frank, whenever
He said-
if you
The
tube, you
person
know,
driving the boat.
yeah, if you've ever tubed, you know, there's like signals like speed up, slow down, stop, whatever. And we were like, hey Frank, we were like waving our hands, we're like, slow down, there's a tree back here.
We were trying
And
to
Frank
point
was
at the
like,
trees and speed
Frank
up.
was
Speed
like,
up.
I got you boys, let's speed
And he
up,
kept on
dude.
going
And he
around.
freaking like sent it, and we're like, and dude, every time we're like this close from hitting this tree.
Oh, yeah.
And if we hit the top of this tree, dude, that's flattening this
To
dude.
the point where we were like laughing like uncontrollably.
Well, to the point where
Like,
we
didn't know
had
what we
to
could do.
we had to shuffle to the side to angle the tube every time we went by it. So we
It
wouldn't
was
hit
so bad where we were telling like, dude, I'm gonna jump. Like
Yeah.
if I know we're hitting
because
the tree, I'm
if we're
jumping.
hitting this tree, it's gonna flatten this tube.
And then, like, after the tree, we hit that one bump, and you were in the middle, thank goodness. And
Yeah.
Is that the one where you hit your head on the?
No,
Probably.
like, me being like 110 pounds, hit it, I bounce up, ready to go out, and no one's fall off.
When you-
And Tad grabs me by my
Oh
arm,
my gosh.
and we're going so fast.
Is that the one where you like butt into like the R2 we were on
Yeah.
had like a back like not as big
Yeah.
as this, but
And
like,
I was laying on my stomach, and
yeah.
those two were like.
Is that the
sitting
one?
like
Is
us.
that the one
Yeah.
where your butt like went over like the back half?
No,
My
no. It
whole-
was to the side.
Yeah, my whole body went
Oh, it's
off.
to the side,
And
wasn't it?
Tad-
Yeah.
And like I was
bounced.
holding on right here, and I just grabbed Trevor, and like for a second I was just like,
It was like Captain America.
and
bro.
it was
He,
like
grabbed
the
him and
craziest.
put it
I was like, oh my gosh, and like
It was fun.
brought Trevor back on there. So we tube, and I'm telling you, bro.
We
For
tubed so long we
hours.
had our hands were
Yeah,
bleeding.
all our hands
they,
were
they
shredded.
got cut
I think
open.
we tubed for about 3 hours straight.
yeah.
Oh, dude, it was-
Without
And
falling
I'll
off.
tell you
It
right
was
now,
bad.
I'll just go ahead and pat ourselves on the back. That's impressive.
It
Oh,
is.
because he was going so fast.
And there's
He-
like
we're
this
just
big
lucky
He
there
lake,
was
like a
no-
fast
He can do. Frank can drive it too.
and there's
He
there's,
couldn't get us off, dude.
There's houseboats
Oh,
out on
yeah,
this
he
lake
went-
too, so there's big wakes.
Yeah.
And the houseboats is what got us.
Yeah, at the end. But dude, I remember like holding on. Like it was to the point where we
Oh.
were looking at each other like, dude, I'm drained. Like I'm.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
like
our-
we
our
were
bleeding.
so
Yeah,
exhausted.
I mean, I couldn't.
Literally, our
my
hands
hurt.
are bleeding.
We it legit got to the point where we held on to him like this, like the handles,
We
like this,
hold
me
on
and
like
Trevor,
that.
and it got to the point where we were like flipping our hands around, holding like
Yeah.
this,
because
we
your
didn't-
hands
yeah.
hurt so bad.
I didn't want to.
But it was so fun at the same time. But we got to a point where we were so drained of energy.
Then the tragedy.
And
happened.
then the biggest,
Tragedy of
probably one of the biggest
2018.
tube breaks ever.
I think, yeah, definitely.
So like, I'm trying to think
It was
of how
a
this went
massive
down.
house.
Man, so Frank was,
Yeah, it was a houseboat.
The
with
lake
a
was
big
super
wave.
flat, so
at
we
this
we
point,
eased
Frank,
up a little.
Frank was like, okay, I'm gonna start using the boat.
Yeah,
waves.
he
I'm
like
gonna
had
go
to get us off because we've been riding for
Well,
3
dude,
hours.
he said
His
he
boat
was
had
gonna
to
go
be
as
close to
fast as
Yeah.
as fast as he could safely.
Yeah.
So well, I don't even say
So,
safely.
like,
Yeah, it was, at
Um,
that point, he was trying to get us off.
There's houseboats over in this like we go in like the houseboat area of the lake, and like this is when we're like it's getting real, and this is right at the end. We're exhausted, so we hit this one wave, bro. And who went off first?
Trevor. Because
So- oh, yeah, okay.
You kicked Trevor
So-
in the head.
If you've ever seen, I think of this scene off of Thor Ragnarok, whenever they're like
Oh,
in
yeah.
the portal
In the
going,
Bifrost?
yeah, whenever they're in the Bifrost going to Asgard and Hela kicks Loki out, and Loki just like "Whoa," and like flies out.
Disappears, though.
So like we go over, and like I said, I was sitting on my stomach, so my foot flies up, and I kick Trevor right in the face. And then I look over, and Trevor just flies into the water and disappears.
Oh, like
And it-
he didn't go in the air. Like he
no,
sank. Like,
And it was like-
I got knocked out. I was
If
knocked
you've
out
ever
cold.
like messed with one of those like torpedoes in a pool,
yeah,
and like you throw it and it instantly goes in the water like that,
That
that's
was
what
me.
that's what he did.
Luckily, we're all wearing life jackets though.
Yeah, flew in the
Trevor
water,
was knocked out
boom, disappears in the water. So then I lean over to where Trevor was
on
and-
accident. You
on
rolled
accident.
over, big man.
and like in that action, I flung Case.
Oh, bro. Because there's a note, like there was at the time a massive size difference.
Yes.
No
Oh,
offense.
yeah.
I was
And-
big then.
And
dude.
we hit another little bump right after Trevor went off. Tad
also,
rolled.
Yeah, there's a bump.
Yeah,
that also
and
helped
it
Case.
bumped me up. And what did he say? I flew 12 to 18
Oh,
feet.
Yeah, I mean,
he
oh.
flew. And that's a straight up wake up call for me, dude.
It was pain.
If I
That
weighed
was
if
the
I
wake
weighed
up
so
call.
much that I flung you 15
you
feet in the air.
teeter-totted. It's like a cartoon, you know, when like they're on the
Yeah.
and you
And
hit
like
it.
I
It
went
was-
over and boom, fling Case up into the air, and then that leaves me on the
Yo.
tube alone. Tube goes like sideways, and I just fall in the water.
You had the easiest one, dude.
Oh.
You destroyed
well, no,
us.
I landed on my stomach.
I don't hear anything.
I had all the air knocked out.
I landed straight. I landed because I remember I was in the air for
Okay,
like
so yeah.
a minute, and I
So I come up. I think I was the first one out of the water,
Trevor.
and like, cause I saw it happen, and Case comes up in front of me, and I was like,
Trevor's
like-
still not up, dude.
because like Trevor was the first one to go off, and I saw how he went off. I didn't know I kicked him in the face. And like Case comes up and I'm like, Trevor! And like I'm looking around and stuff, and then like Trevor just like comes up behind me.
Yeah, dude,
I
he
was
was
like, I'm right
underwater
here.
the whole time. Like he was under. You
Like
went
you
so
must
far
have.
down.
I bet you went
Oh, I bet
15 feet underwater.
It
Oh
was-
yeah, 'cause I mean,
funny.
I hit hard, and then
Were you
I
out
woke-
of- were you out of
I
breath?
didn't wake up when I like first went down. I woke up when I started floating back up.
I
That's
went,
how
dude.
how
I
hard
went.
I got kicked.
I had a soft landing, and I probably went 5-6 feet underwater.
I had a hard landing,
Yeah.
and I barely went underwater.
you
but that's
woke
just
up
because
my
surface
ankle
tension.
hurts, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Kicked me
'Cause you-
so hard.
Because I remember you.
Cause then we got to the boat and I was like, oh crap, I'm spitting up teeth.
so well. First off, we
He's
all
like,
get on the
"Case of my
boat.
teeth all right." You look in it, bro, and they're just shattered. His
Well,
back
dude.
teeth,
First
like,
off,
no.
we fell asleep on the boat and slept for like an hour
Oh yeah.
because we were all so exhausted. We just
we
went
slept
to
through
the
the
front.
rain.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. We were sitting on a part that didn't have an awning, and we all fell asleep, and it was a decent rain.
Yeah. It was,
We slept through
So
it.
anyway, we get back, and Trevor is just spitting teeth, like chunks of teeth.
You
out.
couldn't even eat your food the next
no, because
day.
like they gave me like a cold water on the boat.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it hurts so bad.
Like how you had to go to the dentist for that?
yeah, I had to go to dentist like 2 different times.
Yeah.
That was no offense, but that was funny. And this was like right after your car wreck, dude.
No, it was
you know?
right before.
Right before.
Like
that's
a
what it was.
week after the week after the lake trip. I
You
wrecked
got,
my
you
truck.
got clapped that week.
It was
I
a
did get
it was a rough time, dude.
That was a rough July for me.
Oh, yeah, no,
Dude.
dude. And then we were at this restaurant the day after, and
No, it was the day of. It was that evening
No.
after we tubed.
was it?
Yeah, because the day after
Yeah.
that we left that morning.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it was. So the evening of after we tubed, it's night. We go out to eat, and this restaurant over there at Lake Tenkiller is known for like their massive chicken fried steaks. All three of us order them.
I had to
w-
use my front teeth.
Yeah, Trevor was
Yeah.
struggling. Trevor took like 2 bites and quit.
Dude, and your mom felt so bad.
She did. Well, they offered to pay, didn't they?
Yeah, but
Yeah, insurance. But we were sitting there and we were waiting for our food for
I mean,
a
it was
minute
my
for some
fault.
reason, and it was dead silent in this restaurant. And then for no good reason, not. And
Oh
it was
my
so
gosh,
weird.
dude.
It was loud.
Can
It was-
you reenact it? How you guys did it?
Nah, it's
If
not
we like,
happening.
if I counted down from 3, 2,
Definitely
1.
not happening. No, but it was just weird.
I'll do it. I'm,
Yeah, you guys want to do it?
Yeah, I don't think- I mean,
Okay, so
we're
this
gonna mess it
happened.
up.
So we were sitting in the restaurant, and
No
I'm
one was
sitting.
talking. No one
I
was
was
talking.
sitting
It was
between them
dead-
even.
it was
We were
dead
so
silent.
exhausted.
It's not even like they were sitting by each other. It was like
Yeah.
Trevor, me, Case, and this is what they did. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
At the
Like-
exact same time, dude.
And I mean, like.
And I'm
the
telling you,
exact-
me, Frank, and Jamie we were all like,
And other people.
yeah,
Yeah,
everybody in
everyone
the
was
restaurant
looking at
was
us.
like,
For no good, I don't know why I did it.
I
It
don't
just
know
like
either.
I just felt the need to sing that song.
It was
I
like a
just felt
straight
the
up
need to say
telepathic
bye, bye, bye.
moment.
It was funny.
We're just like, bye, bye, bye. Like, and we were all like,
Yeah.
and then we had to leave early because the furniture.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, that was awful.
that was awful.
And then that's when the trick
Yeah,
shots
yep.
happened.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, right?
I landed the first one. Cool though.
Here,
the
hold
hat
on.
trick.
I'm gonna say something. We're gonna tell this last part of this story, and then we're gonna do part 2 with the rest of our stories because we're like 2 stories in, and this is 45 minutes.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So we're gonna tell this, cut it, and then part 2 we're gonna tell the rest of the stories. So hit it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So that night we got done. Like, we had to help Frank move some chairs or like the whole couch, and we were like, okay, we don't really want to sleep,
Yeah.
but we don't want to.
Because it was like the last night. You
Yeah.
know, we're like going home the next day.
the guy, the furniture though. The guy was like stuck. He couldn't figure out how to fix it.
Oh my god.
He said, "I guess they're just broken and left."
Yeah.
He did. He kind of did do that.
And the furniture works now.
You gotta talk about the moving guys here.
No, we're talking about the ones at the lake.
Oh,
house.
we
They-
can-
They brought,
we-
they,
At some point.
We can tell that in the next episode.
Yeah. So we were like, we had to get that. So we were like, you know what? Let's just do some random trick shots.
Yeah.
And we started off with like
a hat.
A hat?
Yeah, we were throwing the
Because
hat
we had a
on the
hook.
rack.
There was like a hook.
Oh yeah,
hat
we
rack
tried
somewhere.
that. And we were so bad at it.
I think we
awful.
finally made it.
It was like after like 50
the hat one we did first try, which caused us to do it more trick shots.
Yeah, 'cause
because
I
remember
think-
I walked through the hallway and y'all were trying to do it, and I
I
took
think
my
we all-
hat, I took the swag hats off, is what we called
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and I threw it and it landed.
I think we all made the hat eventually.
Yeah, we did, and then we're like, oh my god, we got to keep doing these all night, and then we like barely made any.
And then we did. We did trick shots all night.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and so the next one, this one is probably the funniest. So downstairs, there's like an island kind of, and then in the back there's like fridge, cabinets, and like a microwave. So there's like a kitchen part, island, then it goes into like the living room, dining room area. So Trevor's standing in like one corner of the dining room area. Or no. Case was you were manning the microwave.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like,
So he has the microwave door open, and what we were trying to do is like, and we weren't even filming. Like we were acting this like
we just
Yeah.
we were like
off.
act natural, like you're gonna walk by and like throw it and
Yeah.
like we were filming a video, like
we
we
were
were setting it
also
up.
only what 15.
We were pretty young, yeah. So like
16 maybe.
Case is like, and I'm just like sitting on the couch or something, like just cheering you all on or whatever, and like
No, you threw the popcorn to me. I caught it and threw it in the microwave.
well, I think me and you were like doing like you throw it, then I throw it, then yeah. I think we were
Yeah.
doing like a rotation.
yeah, that's what we were doing.
So like he was walking, and we were doing this for probably 30 minutes.
And this lake house has amazing security, like
It
amazing
does.
alarms.
And so Case throws it, and he finally makes it in the microwave.
The
and-
one rule: don't make loud noises.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said,
and in the celebration,
I slammed it, and it went, and immediately the alarm went. Meh, 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 meh.
and so like
and
it's
kids
all
go
the
scatter.
like all the lights on down here. So like we're like we know Frank's gonna come. So like I just ran to the kitchen table and put my head down.
Trevor laid on the couch.
I
I acted
jumped
like I was asleep on the table.
Yeah.
Like I was.
Yeah,
laying
like
my
we
head
were
on-
like if anybody would have came down, it'd be like, yeah, you guys weren't asleep.
Yeah,
It's like-
Easily.
we're like fully dressed.
Yeah,
still, and we're
fully like wearing shoes.
I
Yeah.
mean, Dad just went.
Like I literally, if this is a table, I just put my head down.
Yeah.
like you know how tired you would have to be to sleep like that.
Yeah, like
It was
pretty
just-
tired. And it was probably 2 or 3 in the morning at this point, and we just hear Frank like, "You guys okay?" And you know, like whenever you do that, like I've been asleep for hours, which are like, yeah,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, I'm good.
I
Like,
remember sitting there for like the next 15 minutes trying not to laugh.
yeah, like we were trying to really be, and then we were just like, screw it. So then after that, we were like doing.
He definitely didn't reset the alarm.
Yeah, we had like toilet paper and we were trying to flip it and landed on like the
We did like 6
on the
rolls.
holder,
Yeah.
and it really we
we tore up
gosh.
like a whole like a packet.
Yeah, and we did this so long that it literally would shred these toilet paper. Like these rolls of toilet paper, by the end of it, were just
I
shredded.
I wonder what my mom and stepdad thought we were doing.
Yeah, like one she checked the trash can. She's like, oh
When
my
they
god.
came down to clean it.
Yeah, she said, oh
Yeah,
my
dude.
God.
It's like shredded toilet paper, like uncooked popcorn in the microwave.
Yeah, and
Like,
there was,
just
like-
what a night.
There was no toilet paper left, dude. Yeah,
Oh.
Had to go to the store and buy more.
yeah, we used all
Like,
the.
dude, like there's hats on
Yeah,
like toilet.
You,
Yeah.
toilet
you were like
racks.
shotgunning all the VA energy.
No, we were just chugging them.
Or chug contest, you could never beat me.
Oh no, I couldn't. Like because this one time I was like, I'm gonna beat him, and we did that. We drank like
You
20
did- you
V8
did the one
energies
where
this
you're
night. Yeah, like I was like ready, and like, dude, I freaking tipped it back in case like beats me by a mile.
Never
And
do.
I was going hard, dude, and filled up my whole nose with V8 energy. And I was like coughed all over, and I was like, I had to go like lay down.
V8 energy is like super sticky.
Yeah.
Cause I remember you drank so much of it, you got sick.
Dude, I was so sick.
Sticky.
And I don't really like V8 energy, honestly.
Dude, those things smack. I remember there's a time that I always carried a 6-pack of those in my backpack or like. In
Like
my
we'd be
truck.
in ag and you'd just be like pop one out.
Yeah, in the middle of football practice, bro, just like pulling out of my
Oh, dude.
sock.
Okay. All right. So
You gotta cut it.
I got to do a little bit of an outro here. So this is part 1 with these guys.
You don't have to slam the mug down that dark.
That's my mug.
Was that loud on the mic?
Yeah.
All right. This is part 1.
Messy boy.
Just gonna scoot that away.
I got apple juice on my toes.
All right.
bro.
So coming in hot, we're gonna.
Ew!
Dude, stop. Subconscious about my tongue.
All right. I'm just gonna cut it. All right. That's the end of part 1. We'll see you guys not in a second, but
Don't
whatever.
touch me with your.